Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another episode of Keigo Moriyama Photography. And how it's going these days of quarantine almost everywhere in the world. Here in Japan we were highly recommended to be at home, do work from home whenever it was possible, and avoid to go out except for going to the supermarket. The situation is increasing. The number of cases is increasing every day. Unfortunately, there are lots of stupid people that still don't understand the issue, and they just simply go out and enjoy being outside. I really don't understand why it's a difficult situation for everyone, right? So as lots of people are sacrificing themselves being at home, and I understand it's really tough stuff, why other people just think like, okay, not a problem for me, I can go out and I can go to a bar, to a pub, enjoy meeting lots of other people. I don't know. Okay, but this is another topic that probably it's better if I don't touch up. Okay, let's go back to today's video and the reason why I want to do this. As you know, I usually take lots of pictures with film cameras, and one of the main thing when you take picture with a film camera is that you need to expose your picture in a proper way. Some cameras have inside a light meter, so you can utilize it. Other camera doesn't have it, and I usually use this Sekonic, or I use application on my smartphone. Did I find difference so far? Honestly, no. Which application I'm using, I can tell you. It's one that I used from a long time ago, and it's simply called Pocket Light Meter. I will try to take a screenshot so it will be easy for you to understand. I will show you the screenshot later. But recently I found on the internet that there was a Kickstarter campaign that were going to produce a small light meter to put on top of the camera on your hot shoe mount. But let's say the problem was the price. As you probably know, we already have available some small light meter by Voigtlander, and the price is from 14,000 Japanese yen to 17,000 Japanese yen new. I personally feel like it's really expensive. I understand it's small, you just put on the top of your camera, it's easy, and compare with this one, right? It's more portable. But one of this type of light meter you can easily find for 500 yen. That is about $4 to $10 maximum here in Japan. So it's really, really affordable. But again, this campaign was producing this special light meter with a case that was 3D printer, there was a sensor, there was a small monitor. And I say, okay, wow, this is a really interesting one, so we should try to help these guys. I checked the price, because it was really too expensive, honestly, for what the light meter itself was. So I dig a little bit around the internet, and well, I found this. That is exactly the same stuff, but it cost 1/3 of the price. So this small light meter finally arrived at my house after I think a couple of months that I had bought it, because as you know, due to COVID all the industries in China were stopped, and it was really hard for them to produce it. But finally arrived, so I'm here happy to tell you some pros and cons of this small little light meter. I still didn't test on a camera, so I still didn't have any film developed, of course, because I can't go out to take pictures. But I feel like it's nice to try to review this one with you. So let's check it out. What is it, and what kind of parts you can see. Okay, first of all, you have on the front side the screen and 3 buttons. So when we push the switch here on off, our screen will illuminate, and we can see we have the f value, so the aperture on your right, and then we have here the ISO. The shutter speed would be automatically changed based on the fact that you change the aperture or the ISO. How to do that? The first switch is going to change between ISO and aperture. The second one will increase or decrease the value. It's really simple and straightforward. Here on the front, so when you put it on the camera, let me take this Konica as example. Okay, so on the front you have the sensor. So when you're going to measure the exposure in front of you, you can you change. Okay, for example, I want f8. My ISO is 400, so I have to use a shutter speed of 1/60th of the second or 1/80th of the second. The last number that you can see on the bottom here will be the percentage of the battery. And because there is, of course, an internal battery, and the good point is that you can charge it with a USB-C cable. That, of course, comes together with this light meter. When I purchased it on eBay, honestly, the picture itself showed an old USB port. Luckily, it's C, so I'm happy about this upgrade. This model cannot change the shutter speed. Shutter speed is dependent by aperture and ISO. Unfortunately, this is the limitation. There are no other specific things except the how you call it, the mount, the place where you put the adapter to the mount. So if we're going to talk about quality, I'm a little bit concerned. It's not the best ever. Starting from the fact that the cage, the frame of this light meter is not matching between. So I have, for example, here there's a space, and again, it's not a big problem, but I feel it could be done better. It seems a 3D printed cage enclosure. The monitor is okay, it's pretty easy to see. Should not have issues even with light on it, and that's all. Again, I feel like for the price, about 5,000 yen, it absolutely worth. Again, I need to test it, so I want to check it out that the meter inside is it's accurate compared with what I have here on my Sekonic and what I will test it out with the phone. So I want to know your experience in terms of exposing a picture. How do you usually measure it? Do you use the application on your smartphone? Even if I heard some people say, no, this is specific for a digital sensor, so should not be okay for film camera. Do you use one of these old light meter, or are you using the Voigtlander one, or I don't know, some other alternatives like this? Please let me know in the comments below. And that's all for this short video. I hope I will be able to test this outside as soon as possible. I will try in case to take some picture inside my house. The worst things now would be that I can't develop because I don't have the chemicals available with me. I've finished everything, so it's a little bit difficult to see the results. But again, stay tuned to my channel so that you can see, I hope as soon as possible, some results. And I hope you guys, all of you and your family, are fine. Let's cross fingers that these issues of COVID-19 will end up as soon as possible. And till next time, as usual, stay clean. Bye.